Hi guys, I want to talk to you about my 1997 F350 4x4 diesel 7.3. It's fully loaded and off-road and allows you for full-time habitation of up to 6 months. This is an extremely well-maintained, ultimate compact living off-road 4x4 Ford F350 full-size truck, and including the military aluminum trailer. No expense has been spared, multiple modifications and upgrades, stout, hardcore built for off-road trail and adventure. The 97 is the last year of the well-built, well-manufactured line of Ford trucks, so basically designed for 500,000 miles of use. Last year, no smog required in most states, and last year of the solid electronics and engine performance and engineering. Those solar panels are 600 watts of solar power. That's a lot of wattage. Each panel is 300 watt. The camper is a 1986 four-wheel drive pop-up, so it pops up 24 inches. You'll see photos later. The aluminum lightweight military trailer is included. It's an M1102 standard issue, independent wheel brakes, multiple tie-down points, offset high axle, pintle hitch. It really is the ultimate off-road trailer with a fully buildable platform. There's a pintle hitch right there. I've got a 2-inch conversion. It's a 2-inch receiver going into pintle that I built. So it's a conversion, so if you only have a 2-inch, you're good to go. Yeah, there's a dent there. Okay, get over it. Those hand brakes work fine. The trailer is basically brand new. Everything about it is in excellent condition. The tires are 4 or 5 years old, so they're going to have to be replaced at some point. They're not cracked, though. They're in actually really great shape. There's your certificate, M1101, not 2. There's your high-end axle. It has huge clearance. That's an Australian Rhino rack, low profile. I built on the roof. So if you take the solar panels off, you've got the Rhino rack. I left it there so I can still store stuff there. These rock sliders go all the way down from tire to tire. They're steel, and they're welded onto the frame. That long rock slider is welded onto the frame. So it's a jack point. Anywhere along that rail is a jack point. Lots of modifications on the engine. We've got an intercooler that's huge, an upgraded turbo. It makes a really big difference. There's a riffraff air intake. It's a gigantic air intake. Brake stock. Most of the engine is stock, but lots of small upgrades. High volume oil pump. Oh, that alternator is a 220 amp alternator. This is a Baja style transmission cooler. Up on the hood, it cools the engine up to 160 degrees. It does an amazing job. I'll run through the list of options. So from 2012 to 2020, all these upgrades and mods were made. $92,000 invested in these upgrades and repairs. Dana 60 up front, Dana 70 in the back, 6-inch leaf pack. This off-road leaf pack is designed to carry the 1,500-pound camper. 16 inches of articulation all around. This is the water fill, 17-gallon water tank fill. Quick disconnect sway bar front and rear. BFG Baja 3712.5s. Those are 1.5 year old, so they're relatively new, but they're the most expensive Baja tires. Really awesome tires. Commercial 18-inch heavyweight aluminum rims, 15-gallon propane tank underneath, 17-gallon water tank underneath. This is a solar charger for the 2 front engine batteries. 18-inch rims, dual gas tank, remote oil filter from Amsoil, remote oil bypass filter from Amsoil underneath, cooling oversized transmission pan, cooling Dana 70 diff cover, 10,000 pound worn winch, full length steel rock sliders, 4 additional lights in the front, 2 additional off-road lights in the rear, 1 additional off-road light underneath, steel front bull bar, aluminum rear bumper, aluminum rear swing away for the spare tire. This is for hooking up a trailer. Right, that's your trailer brake system from Voyager. It's maybe 2 years old. That radio is 4 years old. It's in good condition. Works great. 240,000 miles. Stage 1 injectors from Riff Raff Diesel with a performance chip. I mentioned the Baja mounted tranny cooler, solar hood battery charger. I've got all the receipts on every modification for the last 8 or 9 years. This is a 3/4 inch plywood separator, so it allows you to store all your tools and everything underneath, and then of course all the storage on top. So splitting it up this way gives you a huge advantage for storage. Comes in real handy. You can fit 3 people in the front seat, so works out well. Those are two a total of 400 amp hour, each 200 amp hour gel cell battery for the solar power. This is all from Renogy. The entire solar kit is from Renogy. Okay, inside we've got a bamboo countertop, 2-burner stove, lots of space on the countertop. Twin size bed up top, twin size bed below. 12 volt 85 quart fridge, 12 volt solar operations throughout. Renogy 600 watt solar input panel, Renogy 400 amp hour gel cell battery, Renogy 60 amp solar controller, and Renogy 2000 amp inverter. That little green thing there is the inverter. We've got a swing away for a laptop and a heater. 2000 watt. This Renogy unit is only 3 months old. Storage, this is like library storage for books and whatnot. There's a 12 volt fan. When it gets hot, you can place the fan anywhere you want to cool things off. 85 quart fridge from I forget, it's a name brand, but it's 12 volt, works great, it's very efficient. This Olympian Wave 3 heater is a 1500 BTU heater, so plenty to keep the living area warm when it's 20 degrees out. Those panels are the flip up and down to take the top up and down. 17-gallon water tank. Here's the, that's kind of ugly right there. Sorry. This is all the soft storage in the kitchen cabinet to keep everything from bumping around. So when you're off-road, I've got straps that go top to bottom to keep the bags in, but having soft drawers makes things super nice and quiet. No banging around, no jumping out. 60 amp solar controller. It's 2 years old. Skylight and the pop-up roof. Windows. Okay, now the trailer. Yeah, this trailer is an awesome trailer. Pintle hitch, handles every possible direction, up, down, left, right, so it doesn't get jammed up. It's an amazing trailer. Holds a lot of gear. Alright, so what did we miss? I've tried to put as much into this. I may have missed a couple points, but there's just been, like I mentioned, around $92K invested in repairs, mods, upgrades, the whole bit. And it's a super stout truck. 16 inches of articulation all around. It handles the trails like gangbusters. You can live in this thing full time, not a problem, super easy. And it's diesel, so it's got lots of torque. Give us a jingle. Send me an email, Beckets at iCloud, BECKETS at iCloud. I'm entertaining bids north of $47K. I hope I've answered most of the questions. There might be a few more, but the engine has had quite a bit of work on it, and lots of repairs. I've got every receipt for the last 8 or 9 years. I have a huge stack of repair, modification, and upgrade receipts. So everything is documented. Everything is completely documented. There's nothing funky with it. It's exactly as you see. It's an amazing vehicle, and it cruises because of the 37-inch tires. It automatically gives it overdrive, so you can cruise on the freeway at 80 to 85 miles an hour at only 21 or 2200 RPM, which is fairly low at that speed. So it hums along quite well. And the low range on the transfer case, four-wheel drive, I don't have the number on that, but you would take the stock ratio and subtract the percentage increase by the size of the tires. You would subtract that on the low end. Since most of my driving is highway, that was more important to me. You could re-gear, retool the transfer case if you wanted a lower low end. It would be easy to do. Talk soon. Take care. Bye.